we go for the experiment 3. The experiment 3 tells about design a Verilog VHDL for a given structure or a given circuit diagram by using structural model, Dataflow model and behavioral model. As we all know that a Verilog program can be written in three different ways. One is structural model I can write, Dataflow model I can write, and a behavioral model I can write. Now what is this behavioral model? Behavioral model tells about for the given input what can be the output. So how the output is going to behave based on the given inputs. So this is what the behavioral model tells. Now this output is going to vary only if there is a changes in the values of A, B, C and D. If any one of the values have been modified here or any changed here, then might be I may come across the change in the output. So that means the output, the circuit is always depending on the behavior, how the inputs are going to change. That is called as behavioral model. The second one is Dataflow model. Dataflow model will directly tell how this output is going to depend on which formula. So in this case, my output is depending on y equals AB plus CD. This is the data flow happening from this right hand side to left hand side, and this is the expression for this whole circuit AB plus CD. After evaluating this expression, the data flow movement will go from this right hand side to left hand side, which is the variable y. This is called as data flow model. Coming to the last model, which is a structural model. Structural model tells what is the structure of this circuit, how this circuit is designed, what are the gates involved here. You can see here there are two AND gates are involved. Let me name this gate name as G1, this is as G2. So G1, G2 as the two AND gates, and this is the OR gate. Let me name it as G3. And I am going to tell how these gates are connected to each other. That is how I am going to explain the structure of a circuit. That is called a structural model. Now let me go with a very basic program which is taken by a very simple example, which is an OR gate here. Now by using this OR gate, how to write the behavioral model, data flow model and structural model. Let me see this by a very long code. Now this is the OR gate where I am having the two inputs A, B and the output is Y here. Now for this, first I will write a behavioral model. So I told that how the behavioral model will act. The behavioral model will act how based on the changes in the input A and B. So when A and B is going to change, obviously my output is also going to change. This is what the behavioral things I am going to explain this very long. Now in this behavioral model, first thing I will write a model. Model is a keyword. I will give the name as DH for this model. DH explains you it is a behavioral model. And then A, B, Y are the input outputs, in which inputs are what? A, B. These are the A, B inputs, and output is what? Y is the output. Now in this behavioral model, I will take the output always as REGY, register Y, along with output Y, I will be taking REGY. Now, always is a keyword, always, at the rate ARB. So that means that whenever there is a changes in this ARB, so at that time this circuit is going to trigger. So I am going to start with begin. Now the program begins from here. If A equals 0 and B equals 0, what is the output? Y equals 0. We know the truth table of an OR gate here. A, B, Y. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. When both the inputs are 0, the output is 0. And even one single input is 1, the outputs are 1. By seeing this truth table, you can see here, if A equals 0 and B equals 0, A is 0, B is 0, what is the output? It is 0. So Y equals 0. In the other case, else, if any one of my inputs are 1 here, my output is 1 here. So based on that, I have written here else Y equals 1. This is my output. So now, since I have started with begin, of my program, I should end that by using a keyword end, and module I have started, I should end it by using end module. So this is the behavioral model of this RB. Next, let me go with the next model, data flow model. How to write? As I explained, data flow model means what? I just want to write a formula. I should assign the right hand side to left hand side. Along with this equation here, so we know that how to write an equation for this. Y equals A plus B. Y equals A plus B is my equation. Now for this equation, I am going to write a data flow. So module is a keyword, data flow is a module name, and what are the input output? A, B, Y. So in this input is A comma B, output is Y. Now I am taking assign Y equals, I should write A plus B, right? So instead of A plus B, I should write plus is indicated by this pipeline symbol, A plus or B. And then once you are done with this, so this is my end of the program, so I am writing end module. So this is about data flow model. Coming to the structural model. So now you can see the module, structural, A comma B comma Y. I told you I want to explain the structure of a program here, right? Which are all the gates involved here. So module structure A comma B comma Y. Inputs are A comma B, output is Y. I will be writing what gate is this? It is a R gate. Now what is the gate name? G1 is the gate name. What is the output of this? Y is an output. First I am writing the output here, Y. What are the inputs? A and B are the outputs. So semicolon. Next, end module. So this represents the structural module of a R gate. So this is how we have written all the three modules: behavioral model, data flow model, and structural model for the experiment 3. Thank you.